Welcome back, everybody. Today is Thursday, November 21st. It's an exciting day because I'm back here. I wasn't here yesterday, unfortunately, so I'll go into that just a little bit, just take a look a little bit of news. If you have not entered in the Neopets birthday giveaway, head over to Instagram where they're giving away 5 prize sets for a total of 50 winners. That's pretty cool. Unless you don't have Instagram, that's a little sad. I think as I was sitting here, not to start off in like a negative way, I'm like, why can't they just do this on Neopets? Like, have set aside like 10 of them, 10 winners here just straight on your actual website. I know why they're doing that. They're trying to grow their social media, the imprint out there in the world. But just be nice, like right on your actual website, let people enter. That'd be really cool, right? Pet Protection League, poems, Dacardia News. Oh, Dacardia News. By the way, if you did not see or play it, I played it all of yesterday. It took me forever, but it was they have the new chapter update. You have to open like a new mining area, and you get a lupe as well, which is pretty cool. So you get 3 pets, new section. If you do this, you get a Krabby bag. I got mine yesterday, Krabby birthday goodie bag. So that's as part of all of that good stuff. It's pretty neat. I just used a bunch of my pearly eggs to power through everything basically because I have over 10,000. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. So there was like 3 different things that you had to build, like the mine. You had to build like a lighthouse. You had to build. It might have been like 4 or 5. But anyways, they took for you had to mine for gold, which took like 10 minutes. So I just hit the button on that one. If I had to do that again, if you get to the part where you have to get a gold bar, I'd probably. I only did one, but I should have maxed it out at 5 because that's one of those ones you get as like a random drop, like it's a 1% chance. If you've ever played Dacardia, you know what I mean. Like there's this chance for bonus items when you do normal farming for resources, and you can't actually get the gold bar. I didn't realize this through normal means. You have to get it as a drop, and I should have did it at the time, but it was 11:30 at night or something like that when I was doing this. So I didn't really think about that. You get an Aisha if you want to go the cash route as well. So there's a bunch there. And then premium collectibles re-release, of course. Gonna put out a new re-release. Ooh, on the picture side, the wheel side, the Wheel of Celebration. I got this yesterday. So I did it afterwards. I got the anniversary stamp, and then I also got a captive shadow wraith, which is pretty cool. I like that. That was interesting. The reason why I wasn't here yesterday was because of this. If you notice what this actually is, this is a picture of a stairway, and you can see what's littered on the stairway. My wife was playing with them the prior today was so that'd be Tuesday night. Tuesday night, my wife was playing with them before bed, and she left these springs and this mouse. And you could kind of guess at what I'm hinting at here. So, my wife did not successfully make it down the stairs yesterday. It's funny now because I know she's not like she's fine, I guess you could say. Not 100%, but fine. She fell down the bottom 5 stairs. She hit a cat toy. I was in the bathroom at the time, just on my phone, how people do. I'm sitting there on my phone. I hear like that, and then I hear the cats running because, like they wake her up to eat breakfast, to get him breakfast, and so they follow with her. So she's, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but as she traversed down here, at some point she hit a toy, went down, and then the cats went running. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I should probably hurry up and get out. And then she was just sitting there on the stairs. So then I had to take her to the urgent care, which, if you don't know about this, urgent care is not open at, it's not open at like right away. It's not open all the time. It's not a 24-hour thing. I didn't know that. I'm My wife is totally accident prone, but all this time we never had that problem where we did not realize this is so it opened at 9 o'clock. We were sitting there at like 7:30 in the morning, and we could have drove to another place that was further away, but by the time we get there it'd be 8:50, and there'd be no purpose in doing that. Oh shoot, I didn't actually click Trudy's, and now I have all these notifications on. Anyways, let me add this Trudy's. So we're standing out there. This place is packed. Like stood at the door because all these people started driving up. You know, we were there an hour and a half early, so it feels right that we should get in there first. So we got in line around 8:48, I think, is when we got out of the car. And then we got in there, but man, there were so many people that showed up. There were so many kids that were coughing. I was like, that is insane. Look at all these Dacardia notices that I got. There's so many of them. But yeah, I finished the chapter out, which was really nice. I don't have to worry about that. It's Yeah, let me close all this. But yeah, so many kids. I can't imagine what the workers there go through just because of all the coughing. All right. Oh, molten ore. Oh, I've always wanted one of these. How much is this now? I feel like it's gonna molten ore. I'm getting it. Wow. I normally aim for stamps, but you know I got a Breebly, I got a molten ore. I mean, I'm going for that. Okay, purchase. That's pretty good. Groom and feed. Purchase groom feed. I like this Christmas Bruce morphing potion. I dig the costume, the Christmas outfit on the morphing potion. Pretty cool. Groom feed one. Groom feed one. So that was my day yesterday. In the end, what it was is she didn't like we. So I looked up on AI about if you could tell if it's a fracture or broken, because my wife, you know, she was like, I think it's broken. It was really, really swollen. Oh, I didn't show you that picture. Here, this is at nighttime, so it was like it was bigger, a bit bigger than that. But obviously after icing it, they gave her some kind of brace, so they don't think it's broken, but they couldn't really tell for sure. Uh, they couldn't really tell for sure. They said if it's still a problem after 1 to 2 weeks, then you need to see an orthopedic person, because they did an X-ray, but they're saying I think something about I wasn't there in the room. She was just telling me it was like fluids or something blocking it, so they can't fully tell just yet. I think it's feed groom. But I'm gonna take these I don't unequip. There we go. I'm gonna take that off. Bam. Okay. So they couldn't tell exactly what it was, so hopefully nothing horrible. But that's great. It's 3 paycheck month, by the way, which is really nice because I don't have to really worry too much about that medical bill because you know X-ray, the little splint thingy that they gave her. It was funny because I took a video. Well, my wife was so we have my. Should I go over my wife's history here of accidents inside of this house? So, well, not even accidents inside this house. It was outside. She was working at the gym before. Um, she did something where you like jump in the air, and then she landed all weird and landed. She fell basically and landed on her. She used her arm to brace her fall, which obviously her wrist did not enjoy that, and she broke her wrist, so she needed wrist surgery. She did something else at the gym. She worked out a little bit too hard and needed knee surgery. What else did she do? She Now she has this ankle thing. But that I mean it's nothing horrible. Oh, the lawnmower thing. I think I talked about that before. There's only so many reasons why you would go to the urgent care after using a lawnmower. So I'm gonna leave that one there. If anyway, so with all the surgeries, the knee one, she had crutches. So it was funny because she was using one crutch, and I started recording. At least I thought I started recording this video of her going down the stairs, and what she did was she just took the crutch at the top of the stairs and was kicking it down the stairs. And then as she was walking down, I started recording that and just getting her thoughts and opinions. She said when it happened, she was crying, and I couldn't tell she was laughing or crying. She said she kind of did both, where it was crying and laughing, more crying, but then eventual laughing, I guess. Uh, I always say it's like if you've never been driving in a car, if you've driven in a car, I don't know how many people do this, but if you get into a near miss, right? Like something happens, maybe you're looking down and or you slide on some ice or slide on some water, but you make it. Some people have the reaction of laughing. I am one of those people that laugh. I taught my wife's niece how to drive, and she told me the first time that she had something like that happen, she started laughing afterwards. I don't know if that's if that's what normal people do, but we all like me and her both did that. So I guess my wife did it too when she after she fell down the stairs. So that was where I was yesterday, if you're wondering. But yeah, all is well that ends well. Like I mean, the medical bill kind of sucks whenever we get it, but I get 3 paycheck months, so that should cover it. And then yeah, I guess the other part is if you don't know anything about or if you use medical stuff is once you hit your deductible, you kind of want to just get everything done with. And I'm like, she didn't do anything this year. Actually, this is her first injury. She thought she was going to make it 1 year without going to the urgent care, but it is not to be. It is not to be. Again, I'm taking this very lightheartedly just because in a way, it kind of sucks, right? Money's money. Kind of sucks to do that, but it's okay. She's fine, which is what's the most important part about all of this. Oh, and food club. So I didn't get to play yesterday. Obviously, I had to take a day off. The end of the story was like I had to take a day off because I was out there until like 11 o'clock. And you can see 32-1. Yes, food club. So I didn't get this is the from the prior day. I didn't get to do yesterday's, but at least I got to win something this time around. See what yesterday's was. 0 out of 10. Yikes. Doggo against the fence. And then wow, this one's like nothing today. It's a bunch of 2-1s with some mix of, like little other ones. All right, let's do this. I have not attempted the food shop in a while here, so that kind of sucks. Not food shop, the toy shop. To get that new bag. I really need to try that. Here's my Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak. I don't know if anybody out there watching Matlock, but there was always that joke on Matlock. He went to like some town and he went to get dinner, and every night he got dinner, they would say it's something different, but it looked exactly the same every night. That reminds me uh, of of like I don't want to say Mexican food. That's not really fair, but like when I go to a Mexican restaurant, you could probably say this about Chinese restaurants too, where it just seems like it's all the same after a while. Like if you go to enough of those, you're just like, man, this all looks the same. Ariel plushie, I got this yesterday as well. There you go from the Dacardia. Hmm. Oh, I put the bag away. I was like, where is the bag? I put it away, but that plushie's cool. I like the plushie. Speaking of which, Matlock, if you didn't see, I didn't know they did a reboot of Matlock, and it has nothing to do with Matlock whatsoever. I was actually kind of mad as a Matlock fan. I didn't watch it. My sister said it that she watched it. It had nothing to do with him. They just used his name in a way, and that was it. I love Matlock so much. One of my wait there, that's it. One of my favorite shows. I watched growing up. I was a huge I didn't get a prize yesterday. I didn't. Landelbrot yesterday didn't give me anything. Kind of weird. It just said congratulations and nothing came up. I was like, did they take prizes away? Yeah, I was a huge fan of Matlock. I watched a lot of game shows with my grandma back then. Watched Wheel of Fortune, Press Your Luck. That's why we get this. We have a love for game shows in our house. Hmm. I find when I have to do this, I can't really think about other things. Where's the stick, man? I have no idea where the stick is. You under here? All right. Wow, it was really at the bottom of that pile. Alrighty, that one's done. And then Tavi. All right, blueberry pie. I'm doing my part for the Neopets economy. I don't think I have to do this anymore, but I'm just gonna do it. Ooh, 3.95. Heck yeah. Yeah, so my day was pretty exciting. I mean, work-wise, it doesn't really matter because at work this time of year, I love being at work at the holiday season. I know, and some other people hate it. They're like, "Well, don't you take off during this time?" I'm like, no. There's barely any work. When I do get a question, I mean, I get a question and then I answer it, but it's not very many that I have to answer. So it's basically like being on PTO without having to use a day. Right, I'm not gonna do. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done, Tavi. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not even gonna bother clicking on that last one. All right, celebration wheel time. Good luck. Hopefully, you've been having some good luck with this. Hmm. Let's see. I get another stamp. I got another one. Yay! I guess I can say yay. It does look like a cool stamp, and I'm really happy to get it. I feel like there's a lot of these floating around at this point, but it's okay. Throw it in the old gal. I need the paintbrush. I have not gotten that paintbrush yet. What is this? I feel like I had this before, but I forgot what it was. A minty shrimp. Is that the one from what is it? The swashbuckling thing? I forget what it's called. The golden doubloon. The golden doubloon. You don't have any doubloons. I remember there was not too long ago, right? There was somebody that just wouldn't let other people into the golden doubloon. Like they made a bunch of accounts or something and filled it out and just never left, so that you couldn't break down the balloon coins. Something crazy like that, right? I feel like that's what happened recently. I just want to check if I can actually get in there right now. Oh wow, occupancy 0 out of 100. Yeah, I remember. What? Oh, you need flash. All right, great. Even better. Even better. I can't even get in there. I remember when I used to sit in there all day just trying to get some of those meals. I really want to know, where does this minty shrimp come from? Pretty sure that's where it is. I mean, it looks like it, anyways. Oh, what else is happening in the world? ReZero comes out today. That's what I have to make a video tonight on the Weiss Wars side. Let me just see this quick. It's actually pretty nice. I don't know if you just saw that card. It's pretty cool. Minty shrimp 180 retired. Oh, you get it from Tropical Food. Wow, look at this thing. Full price history. Just about $1 million. It's under, I get it, but it's man, it just dropped to 910. It looks cool though. I don't know if I'd want to eat mint with shrimp. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't like it on lamb for sure. Anyways, Weiss Wars video tonight. Look how so inside of this giant box are 3 cases of 24 booster boxes. This is a place in Japan that I actually went to. Look at that. I didn't even notice. Look at that guy back there. I went here in Japan. It's a place called Gurapan. It is so freaking hard to find. And if you attempt to use Google Map to get to this place, you will be sent to an adult store. Like it takes you to the entirely wrong alley. Like you go in there and I'm like, what is going on here? So that it is not, you have to, it's around the corner. How we found it, my sister found it was she did the Google Maps thing, but looked at the picture and looked at the surroundings, and we found the right place eventually. But anyways, you could see how many they opened, and they were looking for this. This is a serial number card with a hand signature by the voice actress that played Rem. And all of these that they opened, they did not get one single one. So here's all the other signature cards that are just stamped on there, not actually hand signed, that they got from the case. But that is crazy to look at. So each one of these boxes is worth about $2,400. So you could look just how much stuff is here. One brown box that you see on the screen, $2,400. Trying to get this thing and they didn't get it. That is crazy. So that store has all these up for sale. And if you didn't see Bitcoin, just to keep you up with your current events of the day, not if don't know if you want to know this, but it's actually monumental. People should be talking about it. One Bitcoin is $97,843 at this point. So it will hit 100,000 eventually. So hopefully you're all caught up on the news. That's the news for the day. There's a lot more things that happen on this video than I ever expected to talk about. I I I don't know how other people do Neopets videos. I hope you're getting something educational slash entertaining out of all this. I definitely find this very refreshing for me because I could say things and feel like I'm not just talking to myself, which is pretty nice. It's a nice bonus. I guess it's part of my sanity here. There's I will say, if you're not if you haven't seen my Y Sports videos, the reason why I feel like I can talk more over here is because not a lot of people watch Neopets videos, but I also got harassed back in the day on my Why She Wears videos to the point where um, people wanted to dox me slash they sent me threats and all this other stuff. It was crazy, actually crazy. What a time to live. So because of that, I can't really talk about these things. I can't show my wife's face or anything like that because I do this as a hobby. Even though I get money out of the YouTube for doing the Why She Wears videos, I had to like not talk about any of this stuff because people will try to like come for me. It's an amazing thing to actually get a death threat or we're gonna harm your family or we're gonna dox you. It's an amazing thing to see people do it. And the best part was out of all of that was so this is a card game. Weiss Wars is a card game, and there's you're in a world where anybody can write to you. Like someone from like Japan can write to me. Like it could be anybody. The funniest thing happened. I've told my sister, so this is a life lesson for all of you if you don't know it. I told my sister back in the day when she first started working, I said, be nice to everybody. And she said, why? And I'm like, you never know who's going to be sitting across the table from you one day. And I meant that as in just because you're coworkers with somebody doesn't mean that one day they won't be your boss, right? Or that they won't have any say in like your raise or if you're going to be fired or not. So it's best to be good to people. If you have something negative to say in the workplace, outside of being constructive, I'm saying like negative as in like toxic kind of stuff. You should probably hold that in. If you do a potluck and there's food and people are just generally asking like what you thought of it, you just say it's good and move on with your life. Ooh, Nerk vid. That's what you should do. Like if they ask you constructively and say, like I'm trying to make my another Nerk vid. I've been on a drought on Nerk vid, so it's kind of nice. But I need like a horn. Maybe I should have a horn every time I hit Nerk vid or something. I need something like that. Anyways, I reached the end. But you never know who you're going to be sitting across from. And I went to this local game store, right? Like a card shop, just because they said they play Weiss Wars there. I wanted to check it out. I always wanted to play Weiss with people. I talk about these cards, but I don't get to play because there's no card shops around me that actually has it. And there was one that came up, and lo and behold, can you imagine this? This is some crazy stuff. This is like so what they were doing to me was like basically like high school type stuff. If you're growing up now and you're listening to me, if you were ever bullied in school, I was 100% bullied in school. I was not part of the popular people or anything like that. But I will say, what would you do if you were to actually meet one of them in real life? Like just take it now, like you were bullied on the internet. What would you do? I walked into this place. Out of every place in the world, this guy was sitting there. Like, so it was a group of people that were harassing me. And one of those people were sitting in that shop and he just had his head down. He it just looked like he was having a bad time because I came in there with a few people, right? Like it was not just me by myself. And there he was pretty lucky, I will say that day, that I did not. Oh, did I feed? I didn't feed. I'm a pacifist at heart, right? I'm not gonna do anything to anybody as long as they leave me alone. So I wasn't ever going to do anything to him, but the people in my group that were there, like once we left that store, like they didn't realize who this guy was, but I did. I did because they told me he was another YouTuber actually, and they pointed him out, and I mean they must have not really realized, but of course he knew, and I knew. And then it wasn't until we left the store that my sister that was with me told them that who that guy was, and then they wanted to go back into the store, and I was like, no, we need to leave. We need to leave right now. So I never went back with those people back to the store because it would just be a problem, right? And there's no need for that kind of stuff. But it's just a small world that we live in. Is my point that you never know. You think you could just say whatever you want sometimes, or you could just do whatever, but without any ramification. That's my point. And sometimes That's not actually true. Like, well, sometimes you'll find people out there that may have a say in things. That's all. So, but yeah, I would never do anything to that guy just because it's like, what's the point? You know, like who really cares? It's just at the end of the day, like I said earlier about the birthday bashes. When it comes to the birthday bashes, is like we're all humans. People miss the RSVP. Just try to hopefully help them have a good time. I don't know. I think they're still going on, right? The birthday bash. What am I missing here? Oh, I had to do the games. I had to do a Hassy bounce. Yesterday, I was on a roll. I was killing it. I was like 90 something before I hit the dung because they dropped me a rainbow donut fruit. So let's see games. That's my story about that. I mean, just uh, at the end of the day, I can't really say a lot of things on my other channel because there's people out there in the world, and I don't want to have it. Like it'd be a messed up thing if I can't believe I missed that S. I missed that. I missed the. Well, I had no chance at the E, but I mean, this is how this is gonna be. I wonder if this is one of those ones where it's just a lot of letters. Yeah, look at that. I got 3 donut fruit at the same time. I'm a pro at this game. Oh, rainbow. Oh, can I link it? Oh, 120. Look at that. Shoot. Let me make it bigger. Should have made it bigger. Sorry. Oh, there's no way I'm getting it. Oh, is that a sponge? No, no, no. I'm messing it up. I'm throwing. I missed the green. I missed the sponge. I missed that H. It's over. It's over. Yeah, it's I really can't talk about all that because I say like even though again I make money on my YouTube channel, I have channel members, I get ads and all this other stuff. I just I still consider it a hobby. And if something ever happened to my family because of my hobby, I could never forgive myself for that. I just wouldn't. Yeah, because and people are like, just ignore them. They're trolls, and I'm like, yeah, you can, but it only takes one idiot out there in the world, right, to ruin like everything. So one idiot. So I can't talk about all this stuff on there. On the cat videos, I put my wife on there. She was okay with that. But on the Weiss Schwartz one, she's like, no, no, no. 183. Yeah, it sucks in this world that there's people that just go nuts. They can't control themselves. But that's how it is. All right, molten ore, 1 in the belts. There we go. So I'm gonna do food club in a little bit. I got this wheel thing. I did it twice, right? Yeah, I did. Got that wheel. That's all done. I didn't gallery that stamp, but I guess that's okay. That's okay. Deposit. Look at me, 726,000, but that's because of that massive food club win. Thank you. All right, that is everything. So again, hopefully you have a happy Thursday. I will check you all tomorrow, hopefully, unless something else crazy happens, which I hope it doesn't. I like my life feeling a little bit ordinary at this point, but wow, Bitcoin up, Ether up. I need to show you this too. This is actually, look at this. It's always amazing watching like a. Oh, it's not updated. That was as of 12:57. Right now, it's right. Like right now, what's happening? Oh, I should go a day. There we go. That's it. The day is better. See that nice little spike. Anyways, everything's going up. Crypto, I just showed that. So you're up on the news. Ah, look at Ram. But yes, stairs. I'm gonna end here with stairs. Make sure you hold the handrails when you go. Actually, she said she held the handrails. It's just that I don't know, she still fell. And the lights were on too, so she said she could see and she was holding the handrails, but it's just the way she said she landed. It was her. I don't really know what happened. I get it. She said her left foot, which is the one that got injured, was back, like behind her, right? And as she fell, that's why it got messed up as it did. I don't know. I fall down the stairs at least 1 time a year, if not 2 times a year, just because I rush down the stairs. I'm not paying attention, all of that. I normally land on my back and slide all the way down. So 1 time I rolled before. That was interesting. Not on this one, but at my old house, at my parents' house. I rolled down the stairs It's not a fun thing. I know one day I made a video, a cat video actually, on my other channel because now with I'm going too much. I said this is the end of the video. Anyways, I one day when we first got our cats, like maybe a couple weeks after, Willow was on this top step, and I didn't realize it. You know, this is the first time. I woke up in the morning, went to the bathroom, and she was here, and I didn't realize it. And I stepped down, and I felt like a soft squish, and I heard her meow. I didn't step the whole way down. This is just kind of like I was on my way down, like partly way down, probably like my foot was here and not down there, but I felt it. And so I made the decision to not step, which meant there was only one thing for me to do, which meant I went flying down the stairs. Like I went I have an iPad, whatever there. My wife was over in this area talking to her sister, and then she heard me just go all the way down. So I say this because when we went to buy our house, I told my wife, I'm like, I prefer a house with no steps because one day I know I will die on steps. And I think with these cats now, I'm more careful, right? Obviously, that never happened ever again. I make sure to turn on the light and all that, and look. I actually look at the path of the stairs to make sure I won't die on any one of them. But well, I made a video basically saying because the video, both cats were sitting here. Willow was here, Lily was on. Willow was here, Lily was on this step, I think, and I'm like, one day, there's two ways I'm going to die in life, I think. First way is stairs. The second way, and the more preferred way, is with a cheeseburger in my mouth because I want to go out as a true American. I want to eat that cheeseburger at the very end, and whatever happens to me happens to me. So it's just I would prefer not this version at all, but that's how I foresee my life going. Stairs are just it's crazy. Like you could see how many you could look it up, how many people die every year from just falling downstairs. It is insane, but I mean it's just a true thing, fact of life. There we go. All right, anyways, I will see you later. Have a good one. Bye.